gonna learn, yeah, you're gonna learn plenty. When you listen to the boys from Pops and Pennie, you'll get to know so much, you're gonna learn so much. Keep your dollars in check, don't get out of touch. So your piggy bank should never be empty. Oh, when you listen to the boys from Pops and Pennie. So your piggy bank should never be empty. Oh, when you listen to the boys from Pops and Pennie.
Welcome back to Pops and Pennies. Nick, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
What are you drinking?
I am drinking Monster Energy Zero Sugar because it is early in the morning for these episodes compared to what we normally do.
Yeah, usually we're going on at night.
What do you got?
I have a Ghost Energy Zero Sugar Sour Pink Lemonade. Very good.
Is it good? Yeah.
It is. So we wanted to talk to the kids today about, is it easier to get into debt or get out of debt?
Yeah.
So basically hoping to set you up for success, right? So Nick, you're 18 years old, right?
Yep.
Let's say you got a full ride scholarship. Let's say you're going to college. So you don't have to pay for nothing.
Sure.
Is it easier for you to now go into debt, or would it be easier after college to then get out of that debt?
Well, I have a different career path than most people.
You do.
Right. So I always think it's easier to get into debt, right? Because I count buying a house as debt.
Correct.
I count, getting a credit card as debt. So
those are debts.
Going to attain debt is very, very easy.
Very easy.
But being the person that goes to work and saves their paycheck and stays out of debt, never really goes into it. That's, it's hard to do because the price of a house is an astronomical amount of money, that it's very hard to save up that much for it. So,
once you get into debt, it's almost like winning. Okay.
Yeah.
Winning in sports is difficult. The first time is difficult,
Yep.
but it's almost harder to stay on top than it is to win the first time. So it's so much harder to get out of debt than it is to stay out of debt. You know what I mean?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Staying out of debt is an easier life choice, but again, you have to sacrifice things to do that, because if you get a house, you're going to have some debt. If you need a vehicle, you're going to have some debt. The debt you don't necessarily want is the luxury debt.
Right.
And I was talking about this with Skylar the other day. Skylar's an 18-year-old employee I have, and he's like, I read a thing the other day where when you were a kid, meaning me, 900 years ago, houses cost $300-400 a month, and TVs cost $1,000. And now houses cost $1,500 a month, and TVs cost $100.
Yeah.
So the necessity items went from affordable to almost unattainable, and the luxury items went from really expensive to cheap.
Well, and we knew that was going to happen though. Basically the 1960s kind of rolled around, technology started to happen. When technology came out, they said every 2 years technology would double and the price would cut in half. And so over the course, the first ever computer was the size of a warehouse building. I think of kids, if you have a house or an apartment or anything like that, think of that. The computer it filled that entire space that you have, and it cost hundreds of thousands of dollars for that first computer. Now, right? I mean, you see on our screen, we have a laptop, and you can get that same speed of, actually it's 100 times faster, but you can get that for a couple $100, right? And so technology, that's how it was built. That's how it was designed. They said, hey, it's a newfound thing. We're going to have technology double its speed, double everything. David, back in our day, right? AAA and AA were the only types of batteries we really know of, and then all of a sudden, lithium-ion batteries, and they're in cell phones. They're
everywhere.
Cell phones back in our day used to have removable batteries. Now they're built in. So technology will always double, and the price is supposed to be cut in half.
Well, and talking to the kids about ways to stay out of debt. When I was a kid, the thing was you go to college, you stay on campus.
Yep.
And it was affordable back then. Okay. I mean, I graduated high school in 1995. It was pricey, but it was affordable.
Yep.
When you went to college, it was not affordable.
Mm.
If you had graduated high school and you went to Davenport originally, if you had stayed on campus at Davenport, what's that running you a year?
It was like $8 to $12,000 a year, depending on
Right.
things.
And now you're looking at 20 to 25
per year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say.
And you know, if you're a kid and everybody's saying, "Hey, you got to go to college." Go to college, that's great.
Yeah.
Go to community college for 2 years. Get everything out of the way, get your associate's degree.
Yep.
At that time, work as much as you can to hopefully save some money to get your 4-year degree if you want it, or go into the trades.
Right. Well, you know, is it easier? You know, the example I like to give, is it easier to swipe a credit card to get gas than it is to go to work, get $20 from serving, you know, in tips, and then go to the gas station, walk inside, pay the $20, and stay. Boy, it's just much easier to swipe that card, right? And so that's what debt, right?
Yes.
For me, debt is so easy. You can just swipe that card, boom, it's done. Where to stay out of debt, you have to do multiple steps, right? To stay out of debt, you have to actually work to stay out of it, right? Not necessarily physical, right? You know, you can stay at home in your room, play video games, not acquire anything, but at that point you won't have, you know, your pizza, your pops, your things, unless your parents buy it for you. But you know, to grow up and become, you know, an adult that's getting things in life, just remember, your pizza shouldn't go on a credit card. Your pot, or, you know, your gasoline shouldn't go on a credit card unless you were intending to pay it off. So,
Yeah, you should be paying that bill every month. If you don't have the money in your account to buy that thing, do not buy that thing.
Yep. And I say, and you know, everybody, you know, if you want a guitar, you're just gonna be like, oh, I can make payments on this. I mean, right? America makes it so easy to let you make payments. Oh, I want a brand new guitar for $1,000. Well, I could either save up for months to get that, or I can pay, you know, $50 a month for the next 3 years, right?
Well, and you know, you and I both sold vacuum cleaners.
Yes.
And kids, hopefully this can relate to you. So we would walk into a house and people would be like, "Well, I don't want to spend $2,000 on a vacuum cleaner." And we're like, "Right, you don't." But can't you see the value I gave you with this demonstration of how important this is? Because it's cleaning your house and it's getting all of these allergens out of your house and it's going to make you healthier. And you can have this for just $50 a month.
Right.
Isn't your family safety worth $50 a month? Yeah, you're going to pay it for 6 years.
Yep.
But isn't it worth $50 a month?
Right. And that's, I mean, right. So 50 times 12, times 6 is $3,600, right? And if you would
For
have
a
paid
$2,000
if
vacuum.
you would have paid cash, you would have saved $1,600. But because they allowed you to take on that debt, they're going to make money off.
That is never a good decision.
It's not a tool.
Unless you're using it for a house. And even then, you have to understand what that debt is.
Right. And when you get ready to buy a house, then jump over to our other side of Bucks and Brews.
And we have many great episodes on that, and we'll help walk you. We will literally walk you through it. You know, one of my favorite TikToks is CJ the Car Girl.
Yeah.
Because if you get a hold of her, she'll help walk you through buying that car.
There you go.
And we will help walk you through buying that house.
So, guys, if you have any questions of debt or why you need to try your hardest to stay out of it, reach out to us. You know, find us at Pops and Pennies, and you know, have your parents help you, and we will gladly answer any questions for you. Mr. David, I enjoyed my monster. I'm on my second one of the morning.
I'm enjoying my ghost. I'm still on my first.
Awesome, guys. We'll talk to you very soon. Hopefully, you learned a little bit today.
Yeah, everybody like, subscribe, share, let everybody know about us.
Gonna learn, yeah, you're gonna learn plenty. When you listen to the boys from Pops and Pennie, you'll get to know so much, you're gonna learn so much. Keep your dollars in check, don't get out of touch. So your piggy bank should never be empty. When you listen to the boys from Pops and Pennie. So your piggy bank should never be empty. When you listen to the boys from Pops and Pennie.